This guy, this guy right here, Mr. Underrated, may not be Mr. Underrated anymore. Is there a calf problem in men's physique? Do Brazilians have the best backs in all of the division? A Ghanaian qualifies for the 2024 Mr. Olympia. In IFBB Pro Dan, what planet are you from? Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Monday, it's early in the morning. What an incredible weekend we had with men's physique, and there's a lot of news going on. The season is officially heating up, it's revving fully, and I can't wait to talk about this stuff. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We talk about men's physique a few times a week on this channel, and I love this sport more than anything. I love you guys too. Let's hop into another great video. Let's go. Is there a calf problem in men's physique? You're looking at Kyron Holden and Emmanuel Hunter, some of the top men's physique Olympians on planet Earth. And over this past weekend, we saw them place not very well. I know my predictions were completely off, and probably yours too. I'm going to repeat this again as we look at the calves. The underdeveloped calves, for being dead honest, of Emmanuel Hunter and Kyron Holden. If there's any body part that these guys truly need to bring up, it's the body part that was judged at this year's Arnold Classic, which was the calves. Is there a calf problem in men's physique? And the reason I say that is, enhanced or not, calves are the hardest muscle group to grow, at least in my opinion. I suffer from poor calf genetics, so growing my calves, I felt like it really only happened when I was enhanced. Now that I'm off of PEDs, growing my calves is definitely taking a lot longer. It's slower, and it feels like more of a struggle. I just can't get that pump I used to get when I was enhanced. So can you grow your calves? I think so. I just think it takes time. If you are on PEDs, I think you can really speed up that process. But it's not like Kyron, Corey Morris, who didn't get a beautiful Gilco video, and Emmanuel Hunter, haven't been training calves. I'm sure they touch calves throughout the week, but are they going to be able to bring up their calves enough to really have that true X-frame like we saw with Vitor, even Diogo? And hell, who got second place? Vinicius, Mateus, all those guys have pretty decent calves. Kyron Holden is a 7-time Olympian. He's a 14-time IFBB Pro champ, which means he's won 14 pro shows, and most importantly of all, he's a certified yoga instructor. His coach, DJ Pure, right after the Arnold, threw up this post. He says that's a wrap on the Arnold Sports Fest, as you guys are looking at one of the most incredible backs in the division, but it may not be the best back in the division. We'll get into that in a second. He says with only 6 weeks to prep for this show, because Kyron was a late entry, I was able to pull off a 4th place finish with my dog. I appreciate all the love and support with you guys. Kyron only had 6 weeks to prep for the Arnold. It's a damn good job. Did he get robbed? I don't know. Go check out my Instagram. Here was the official scorecards for the 2024 Arnold Classic. I'm looking at it right now. Last place was Mahmoud Al-Maghrabi out of Bahrain. 10th place was Andres Ramos. 9th place was, if I can find it, Emmanuel Costa out of Brazil. 8th place, Jonas Jimena. 7th place, Ismael Martinez Dominguez. 6th place, we had Emmanuel Hunter, which is nuts. I did not see that coming. What happened with Emmanuel? 5th place was Corey Morris. 4th place was Kyron Holden. 3rd place, the judges gave it to Vitor. 2nd place, Vinicius. And as you guys know, Diogo took over this thing. This was a crazy Arnold. That was your scorecards. I want to know who really has the best back in men's physique. Is it Emmanuel Hunter? Is it Vinicius Mateus? I thought it was Aaron Banks, but I don't really think that anymore. I used to think Aaron Banks had the best back that I've ever seen in the men's physique division. And now I'm looking at maybe the next best back. I thought it was going to be Emmanuel Hunter coming into this year's Arnold. But to see Vinicius Mateus from the back, I think everyone is in agreement that when Vinicius Mateus turns around, you want to look at Vinicius's back. It's the detail, it's the deep cuts, it's the crazy muscle bellies. I feel like the conditioning was about the same with Emmanuel and Vinicius. Just again, the details stood out with Vinicius. It got scary up there. Look at this. What do you guys notice about all these guys? Chiron, Diogo, Vinicius, Vitor. All these guys got decent legs, minus Chiron and the calves, right? I mean, better calves than Corey and probably a little bit better calves than Emmanuel Hunter, but all these guys got pretty decent legs up here, especially Vitor. And look at Diogo Montenegro in those short shorts. Now, this is what I like to see. A lot of people don't know, but Diogo, I'm pretty sure I've heard him say, I've interviewed this guy, he's blown out both of his kneecaps, boys. So to see Diogo bring up his legs and really have that X-frame on stage did a lot for him. I like the short shorts look, especially when you have quads and hamstrings and glutes, and especially when you have decent calves. Calves are going to be hard. Calves are going to be so hard for Emmanuel, Chiron, and Corey Morris to grow. You guys know if you've ever tried to grow your calves, if you are not blessed with the most amazing calf genetics out there, you realize, even if you're an athlete, even if you grew up playing sports, even if you grew up hitting calves every day, they're hard to grow if you don't have really good calf genetics. But the closer I look at this, I feel like Chiron Holden wasn't his sharpest. He only had 6 weeks, so that makes sense. It really does. And all I see up here is green and yellow. All I see up here is Brazil. Thank gosh Chiron Holden got in that final call out, an American guy up there. But this is really the star of the show. Vinicius Mateus Vera Lima out of Brazil has that demon physique. That demon back from the front, or excuse me, that demon back and that demon front. Crazy, wicked lines on Vinicius Mateus. A wonderful, full, thick, dense chest. Decent calves. And here it is. Here is the star of the show, the back. So this proves it to us. When Vinicius comes in, how he needs to come in, when he peaks 100%, we had Steve Weinberger, the head Olympia judge, judging this thing, telling us that he loves Vinicius's physique. I'm sure when Steve Weinberger saw Vinicius turned around, his jaw almost dropped to see this back. I know mine did. This guy, this guy right here, Mr. Underrated, may not be Mr. Underrated anymore. Your newest 2024 Men's Physique Olympian, Carlos Asiedu Okran, out of Ghana. This is that straight up, pure, hybrid Ghanaian aesthetics at its best. Ghanaian genetics at its best. And look at the legs. What do we have here? Look at the short shorts. I love this complete physique from Carlos. It's about time this guy gets some attention and credit where credit is due. I covered Carlos once or twice last year, and I swear he got overlooked at these Asian shows. He won a show in China. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was a show in China, which I believe where he lives, and he absolutely smoked the competition. I talked about, 30 seconds ago, who has the best back in the league. How about this guy? Carlos Asiedu. Are you kidding me? This is the most muscular developed dude I've seen in the division. There's not many other guys that have this much muscle in men's physique. And as I say that, I'm going to talk about a guy in a couple minutes, a new athlete, and I'm going to say the same thing. Crazy freaking muscle. Carlos, bro, congrats. You're going to the Olympia. Let's see how that guy does. How about my boy Chris Putra out of Indonesia? This is the pride of Indonesia, and he has the best stage presence I have ever seen. Look at this guy on stage and tell me he does not put on a show. Come on. Chris Putra, man, he prays that this performance will not disappoint Indonesia. I'm telling you right now, Chris, I'm sure it didn't disappoint Indonesia, and it sure as hell didn't disappoint us Americans over here in the U.S., dude. This is fun to watch. What an incredible physique, bro. He says, we apologize for any shortcomings because Chris Putra didn't win. He lost to Carlos. But they say, here's the full HD video of individuals of Chris Putra pose. And again, I love the swag, I love the confidence, and I love the stage presence, the overall look of Chris Putra. Let's go Indonesia. IFBB Pro Dan, what planet are you from? If I get another DM sent to me of this guy right here and this crazy ass physique, I'm gonna have to do a video about him. The newest update, 6 weeks out from IFBB Pro Dan. And I love the name, bro. That was my father's name. Look at this back, dude. I don't know if he's competed in a pro show yet. I know he is a pro, but my guy is going to break some men's physique hearts this year. Anyone trying to go to the Olympia, if you're going to a show as a men's physique pro, and you have this rookie pro, IFBB Pro Dan, looking like this, coming to your show, you might want to drop out. You might want to say, you know what? I may not win this thing. IFBB Pro Dan is in the house and he's looking incredible. How about a shot from the front? What is this? Ross, Team Pro Coach, IFBB Pro Dan, what is going on here? Someone explain this to me. This is one of the most wicked rookie pro physiques I've ever seen. The muscular development on these African dudes is just unreal. I love the dude in the tan posing with Dan, but it's not even close. This guy is scary. It's going to come down to posing for Dan and stage presence for Dan. As we all look at this, we all understand the muscle is there. The freakiness is there. The waist is there. The width is there. The V-taper, I can go on and on. It's going to come down to posing for Dan. Can he be the best poser on stage? If he can, he's going to the Olympia. And if you stayed this far into the video, I have a treat for you. I talked about this last time I talked about Chris Putra in Indonesia. One of my favorite movies ever. You guys have to look it up on YouTube or Netflix or Hulu. The Raid. The Raid Redemption, The Raid 2, whichever one you want to watch. This is the best combat action, what's it called when they do that? Choreography, fighting movie I've ever seen in my life. If you like movies like that, you're going to love Raid. Go check it out. It's an Indonesian movie. It's amazing. Having no calves in men's physique is a problem. We clearly saw that this weekend at the Arnold Classic. We also saw that Brazil is officially taking over men's physique in the Arnold title, the Arnold Trophy. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger is on his way back to Brazil for the first time in history. And Mr. Ghana, Carlos, an Indonesian future superstar possibly, Chris Putra, the aesthetics are everywhere. Stop sleeping on my guys. If you guys are interested in huge, man, I got EAAs here and I have my pump serum. Both of these are incredible supplements that I take every single day that I work out. Essential aminos keep me going during my workout, and then the pump serum, you already know. Vasodilation, pump gets nuts. Muscle tearing pumps, skin tearing pumps. If you guys are interested in coaching, you can send me a DM on Instagram. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here. What a crazy weekend for men's physique. We got shows coming up. Subscribe if you are new. If you've been here with me, you've been rocking with me, just know as I look into this lens at you through the screen, I appreciate you tons. This is a dream come true for me to be able to talk for a living. It means everything. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.